My name is Miss Travis, and today I will be reading the book Croc Needs to Wait, a book about patience. But first, I want to give you some background knowledge. Because the author Sue Graves and the illustrator Trevor Dunton live in Great Britain. Right there. I live in this little state in the United States of America called Ohio. Where do you live? Did you know that a long time ago, the British sailed boats all the way to America to settle it? So we speak the same language. This book is in English, but you'll notice in this story, there are some words like cross and spoil that we use differently in Britain than we use here in America. And so we'll discuss how we use those differently because I think it's really cool. For example, do you know what this is called? What do you call this? I call it a tennis shoe, but my mom said that's wrong. It's a tennis shoe or a sneaker. But in Britain, they call it a trainer. Have you ever heard that before? I had never heard of that until I read Harry Potter. Have you ever heard a British accent like in Harry Potter? The biggest difference between the British accent and the American accent is the A. So in America, we say bathroom, but in Britain, they say bathroom. And we say Harry Potter, but they say Harry Potter. I have been practicing reading this book in a British accent for you guys so you can experience it, but my British accent isn't that great. So I want you to pay attention to hear it cutting in and out and see when I'm using my regular Ohio voice and when I'm using my British accent. Because this book was created an ocean away, that's why I don't have it in front of me, but it's my favorite book to talk about patience. This book is called Croc Needs to Wait, a book about patience. Do you know what it means to be patient or to have patience? Have you ever heard that before? When? Me too. Croc was very impatient. Did you know that the opposite of patient, to not be patient, is impatient? On the day of Giraffe's birthday party, she kept asking her mum, not mom, mum, if it was time to go yet, but her mum said she would just have to be patient and wait. On Monday, Miss Bird asked everyone what they had done at the weekend. She said they had to take turns to speak, but Croc was too excited to wait her turn. She kept interrupting. Miss Bird got cross. That's one of our vocabulary words that's used different in America than in Britain. So in America, we usually use cross as in cross the street or across, a cross. But let's find out how they use it here. Miss Bird got cross. She said it was rude to interrupt someone when they were speaking. Oh, so they're using cross to mean upset. Miss Bird got upset because Croc kept interrupting, and that was rude. In the maths lesson, Miss Bird told everyone to add up their sums carefully. She told them not to rush. But Croc loved doing sums. She wanted to see how fast she could do them. She forgot to add them up carefully, and she got them all wrong. At playtime, it was raining. Everyone had to stay inside and play board games. Croc loved board games, but she got too impatient to wait her turn. When it was Monkey's turn, Croc grabbed the dice instead. Worse still, she knocked over the board by accident. Everyone was cross with Croc for spoiling the game. There's another vocabulary word, spoil. Have you ever heard the word spoil before? In America, we use it to mean our food is spoiled. It's not good anymore. It's past its expiration date and needs thrown away. But in Britain, they use it to mean ruined. She ruined the game. After playtime, Miss Bird asked Croc and Hippo to color in a picture. Do you notice that in Britain, they put a U in the word color? We don't have a U in our color. That's pretty cool. Hippo colored really carefully. He kept in the edges, but Croc was impatient to finish the picture. She didn't keep in the edges at all. Miss Bird said it was not neat enough to go on the wall. Hippo was upset. She said Croc should have been more patient. The next day, Miss Bird said they were going to make clay pots for their parents. She said they must make them carefully. She said they must wait for the pots to dry before painting them. Do you think that Croc waited for her pot to dry? You think she was patient? Let's see. But Croc was so pleased to be making a pot for her mum that she didn't take her time. She rushed it. Her pot ended up a very odd shape. Croc didn't wait for the pot to dry before she painted it. All the paint ran off the pot and made a mess. Croc was sad. Have you ever rushed something, not been patient, and messed it up? I know I have. Croc went to see Miss Bird. Miss Bird asked her what she should have done. Croc thought about it. She said she should have taken her time. She said she should have been patient. She said she should have waited for the pot to dry before she painted it. Should have listened to Miss Bird, huh? Miss Bird said it was better to be patient and careful than to rush and spoil things. Croc said she would try to be patient in the future. That afternoon, Miss Bird said they were all going to make model boats to sail on the school pond. She said they had to work in pairs. Croc wanted to work with Hippo. Hippo was worried. He said Croc had to work carefully. Croc promised that she would. You think she will? Miss Bird gave everyone the instructions to read. She said they had to take turns to do each job. Croc and Hippo worked really hard. Croc tried hard to be patient. She read the instructions carefully to Hippo. She sorted out all the wooden shapes carefully. She waited patiently while Hippo glued the shapes together. They both waited patiently for the glue to dry. What are they doing? Have you ever whistled or done a little dance, twiddled your thumbs, sang a song to keep yourself busy while you were trying to be patient? That's smart of them. Smart of them. Then Croc painted the boat. She took her time and painted it really well. She and Hippo waited for the paint to dry. Look at how concentrated she is. Last of all, Croc waited patiently while Hippo put the sail on the boat. Everyone took their boats to the pond. All the boats sailed well, but Croc's and Hippo's boat sailed the best of all. Croc was very pleased. She told Miss Bird that it was much better to be patient than to rush things and spoil them. Hippo said it was much nicer to work with someone who was patient. What did you guys think of the book? Did you learn what it looks like to be impatient and how to be patient? So being patient is taking your time, not getting upset when things take time, because doing your best takes time. Do you ever act like Croc in the beginning of the story? Has somebody ever told you to be patient? Have you ever had trouble working with someone because they weren't patient? I want you guys to think about what it means to be patient and how you can use this story as a lesson in your own life, and what ways do you need to practice patience most? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.